indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so I want to welcome you back again.
And now the starting lineup.
We're going to do a Jerry Owen for the starting lineups.
At guard, a 5'3" freshman, number 10, Jasmine McKinney.
I didn't even think about it.
Guard, a 5'7" freshman, 12, Candy Hanson. A 6-foot power forward, number 20, Haley Hutchinson, close forward. And also a corner, a 5'10" freshman, number 24, Keisha Hatchett. And a 5'10" sophomore, number 32, Mackenzie Lancaster. Head coach, Mr. Brian Rubenin, Johnny Bell, Jenny James, Bill Riley, Richard Kelly, and Angie Kennedy assisting. Now the lineup for the Lady Blazers. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 3, Karina G. At guard, a 5'4" freshman, number 5, Kendra Ringo. And at guard, a 5'5" sophomore, 14, Leah Davis. At post, a 5'9" freshman, 33, Courtney Ugu. And at number 42, Crystal Yolowski. And the rest of the Lady Blazers, Mr. Shane Schutz, head coach, assisted by Caleb Sells and Joe Miller.
All right, thank you to Jerry Owens for those introductions, and we're back. So let's just talk. We have almost a whole new roster as far as starting lineup for Centralia this year. They lost a lot of their players from last year, and maybe a little more challenging season this year, Edmund.
Yeah, a couple of the players that I do see returning are Karina G and Leah Davis, two sophomores. Karina G wearing number 3 and Leah Davis number 14.
All right, you want to do play-by-play? You want me to do it? What do you?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the play-by-play.
All right, so we are ready for the tip-off. We'll have to get used to these names. We'll hear a lot of numbers to start off with. So we are underway, and it's Pierce, who is 9-2, getting the ball but going over and back. So not a great start for Pierce there, but they're having a pretty good season this year. They have, in the past, not had very good teams, so they it's good to see them picking it up this year, being an alumni from Pierce College, too. So Centralia with the ball out to Davis. Davis will come in, shoot it out to number 33, out to number 5. Cross court to Karina G. Could hit that 3. Pretty good. Davis coming in, giving it out to G. G looking for something, 10 seconds. She's going to drive, does kind of an overhead hook there, and gets that score. So 2-0 Centralia on top.
Good hook shot by Karina G. In their first league game against Tacoma on January 2nd, she wasn't able to score any points, so good start for her here at home court, here on her home court.
Long three-pointer by Pierce. They're able to get that rebound. They set that shot clock, stolen away by Centralia, out to Leah Davis. Davis back out to number 5. Over to number 33, hits that three-point shot, and that is Courtney Kapu.
I think it's pronounced Keupu.
Keupu. Okay,
Keupu.
We'll get that down here by the end of the season, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Pierce with the ball, quick turnaround jump shot from about 15 out. That's missed. Rebounded by Centralia. It's Kendra Pregan.
I'd say Pruinger.
Pruinger. Okay, we'll have to get those corrections a little bit later here. So Pruinger looking for something inside, getting it to Kapau. She's going to try to get it up, but she gets called for traveling. You see that happen. So it's still 5-0. Centralia on top so far.
Good start for the Blazers with just a minute and a half away in the ball game. A little bit of pressure by Leah Davis here.
Yeah, that's number 10 for Pierce McKinney. Over to Hutchinson, back to McKinney. McKinney looking for someone to feed it to. Number 32 on the outside. Fakes it out, goes in, gives it back to McKinney. She tries a three-point shot, and she makes it. So 5-3 now. Looks like it's going to be a full court press here. To Kalapua from she's up from Hawaii. And that's a long two-point shot. How are we saying that again?
Pruinger, I'd guess.
Pruinger. All right, we have a timeout. So the Pierce coach, he looks familiar. I think he was coaching him last year too, I believe. It doesn't say what year. Season, let's see. Year he's in. So 7-3 Centralia with the lead. And again, we'll be bringing you all the home games for the rest of the season. That should be fun for us to do. Try to get some player interviews too that we can record earlier in the week. Since last year it seemed like the home games were like back to back to back. And this year we have like a week or so in between. That'll give us some time to get out and get some good interviews with some of the players. So McKinney with the ball, point guard, out of Tacoma. Gives it to 22. She drives inside, but she runs to a host of Centralia College players, and it's going to be a jump ball. Alyssa Simonson. But the arrow goes to Centralia. So we'll get possession of that. So let's see, who do we have in here? We have Crystal Marowski.
Rowan Keller checking in for Pierce, number 11.
Push on number 10 there, it looks like. Or is that number 11? They call it number 11, actually. Pierce. So it's Keller out of Idaho who pushed the Centralia College player. Kapua. That could be her signature move and shot. Kapua.
Maybe.
And that was Crystal Norowski. We'll go with that for now.
Double team now topped by Centralia.
And that's Pierce having a fairly good season so far. Keeping it on the outside by, looks like Kari G, who got that steal there. And see what happened here. Just saw a Centralia College player on the floor. You know, number 10 for Pierce McKenna blocked our player and knocked her down, actually. So Pruinger, I think her name is. So it's Centralia's ball. Let's see. We're having a couple difficulties here with our audio, but I think they can still hear us out there, so that's what counts. Okay, so let's see. Let's get that fixed. Since right now with the 11-3 lead, I'm going to switch mics here and see if that'll help out. Okay, let's see. Well, we're still having the same problem. Not really sure technically. I think that they can still hear us out there. I still see some levels there, so we'll go with that and see what we can do. So Pierce will bring it down and try to score here. They've only got 3 points so far. McKinney driving into the lane, and looks like there's going to be a blocking foul on number 14. Is that Leah Davis there? So Leah Davis with her first foul. 21 with a shot from the free throw line. She misses that. Kapua gets that rebound. Out to Kapua. Ball seems to go through her hands quite a bit. So one of the best players on the team was injured earlier in the year. That's Karina Davis, and she's out for the season. So they got to find some other people to pick it up and score for them as far as Centralia goes. Pruinger out to Kapua, back to Pruinger, looking for something inside. 21 seconds on that shot clock. G with the ball out to Pruinger. Out to number 5, Crystal Norowski out of White River. So with that missed shot, we'll see what goes on here. 15:35 left in this first quarter. .35 left in this quarter. And Pierce with the ball, working on those technical difficulties. So McKinney, or let's make that.
Carry
Is that
called on McKinney.
McKinney, yeah, carried that ball, took a couple extra steps there.
So Pierce is really struggling with the defensive pressure early by Centralia. Centralia has a whole host of new players on their ball club, so you see they kind of struggle a little bit on the offensive end here, trying to score a little bit off of their defense, and then when they come down on offense and have to set it up, they have to try and work it around and figure something out.
Yeah, with such a new team, it takes a little while to get used to each other, and I figure Shane Hughes knows what he's doing. By the end of the year, I think toward the end of the season, they'll be well adjusted with each other. So Pierce on that shot, they make it 11-5, 14:47 in the first half left. G with the ball, or actually Davis with the ball on the outside.
Number 12, Molly McIntyre checking in, a freshman out of Freeman.
G fakes it, does a turnaround, throws it into Pua, but it's a little bit over her head. So McKinney drives it up quick. She's being guarded. Gets it inside to number 20 of Pierce, and that would be Hutchinson out of Twin Falls, Idaho. So it would be timeout, 30-second timeout from Centralia. And let's see, we're hoping these technical difficulties are, can you hear yourself again pretty good?
Not too well.
Okay. Well, we'll just keep going here. I hope you can still hear us and see the game. I'm going to go back and switch to the other headphones. So take it away, Edmund.
Alrighty. So right now, Pierce College is on a 4-0 run. Centralia started out the game 11-3, but now with the short little sprint of offense by Pierce, they pushed it up to a closer game. Score is now 11-3 with 14 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the ball game. On the court for Centralia is Karina G, Leah Davis, McIntyre, Sorensen, and Kayuku. And great job by them to break the press, and Karina G gets the easy bucket right underneath the hoop, lays it up, and in. Scores now 13-7 with about 14 minutes left to go in the first half. Quick offense here on the other end for Pierce as they swing it down and shoot it from right at the free throw line. Scores now 13-19 with a little under 14 minutes left to go. Number 5, Pruinger, pushes it with number 25 guarding her tight. Centralia swings the ball around a few times, and good ball movement and easy lay-in for McIntyre down low. Molly McIntyre just checks into the game and puts herself onto the books right away with 2 points and the easy layup from the right side. Scores now 15-9 Centralia.
Centralia playing some really good defense, and that's the mark of a Shane Schutz coach team. They play a lot of great defense.
Yeah, I have kind of getting the feel that they're going to rely on their defense early on in the season here to kind of push towards their offense until they get in a rhythm later on in the season and figure something out on the offensive end. But the last 2 possessions, we've seen good ball movement and for easy buckets down low. Exactly what Schutz wants to see.
I think Schutz is probably happy with the defensive play so far and the good ball movement too.
So inbound pass from Pierce. The Pierce player bobbles it a little bit, but is able to control it and finds number 21 down low, Haley Harn, and she draws the foul. So Haley Harn's going to be at the line shooting 2 free throws. Foul's going to go on number 22, Julia Myers, who just checked in the game. Julia Myers, freshman out of Enumclaw. That'll be her first foul. Now Lauren Fisher's getting her first action of the ball game. A local out of WF West, freshman, 5'8" forward. So now on the courts, 2 new players, 22, Myers and Fisher. Kendra Pruinger pushes the ball up, passes it in the corner. Now back up top to McIntyre. McIntyre kicks it to the corner over to Julia Myers, and she misses the shot from the wing. 3-point shot, no good. Score still 15-10, and now the score is 15-10.
travel on Pierce there, so Centralia will get the ball back. Interesting to see the turnovers at halftime, what the numbers are. So Pierce putting on that full court press, and it is a turnover on Centralia.
Yeah, Pruinger mishandles the ball and dribbles it off of her knee. Just unforced error there. And Pruinger will take a break on the bench as Leah Davis checks in. Drive by number 32 out of Pierce, lays it up, and she draws the foul too. Shot's no good, but she'll be shooting 2 free throws.
And that was number 10, Alicia Sorensen, with that foul. That's her first out of Freeman.
Yep. So Mackenzie Lancaster, number 32 of Pierce, at the line. First free throw is good, pushing the score to 15-11 Centralia. Second free throw is underway. Lancaster out of Graham, 5'10", 5'10" center. And second free throw is good. We'll have a new player checking in, Hatchett for Pierce.
And full court press by Pierce again. They maybe think they spotted a weakness on Centralia, covering that full court.
3-point ball game here, 15-12. And it's going to be called double dribble on number 4, Lauren Fisher.
Yeah, until you show that you can break that full court press, you're still going to do it.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back turnovers by Centralia, so surely Pierce will be putting it on. 32, Lancaster passes it into number 24, Hatchett. Hatchett back out to Lancaster after almost a jump ball. There's tie-up, but obviously, I guess not enough time for them to call the jump ball. And a 3-point shot's underway by Pierce, and another foul on the shot. So there'll be more free throws coming up for Pierce.
It'll be is that 3 free throws? Yeah, not real happy. No, they were saying it.
They're going to call it on the ground.
They're saying it happened after the shot, I guess.
Another foul called again there on the inbound, that time by Pierce, pushing off, trying to get position for the basketball.
So full court press again. They'll keep doing that until Centralia can show that they can break that.
Leah Davis pushes it up to Myers. Myers back to Davis. Davis to McIntyre. McIntyre down low to Lauren Fisher, and Lauren Fisher puts it up and in from the right block, putting her team up 17-12 with just a little under 12 minutes left to go here in the first half. Pierce with the ball, double team now here in the corner over by us, and back over to the corner. Good ball movement here by Pearson. 3-pointers up and good, so 2-point ball game as the score is 17-15. Centralia with the lead. Centralia easily breaking the press again, and layup by number 10, Alicia Sorensen. Good left-hand layup there by her.
Yeah, could have almost been a foul on the defensive play too.
Good steal by Fisher as she's playing the passing lanes, and looks like there's going to be a kick ball, but nobody's seen the kick ball. So
I'm not sure.
A little bit of confusion on that call.
A lot of confusion on that one.
I was thinking maybe a foul call, a loose ball foul, but he called kick ball. So either way, Pierce gets possession of the basketball, and they'll take it out underneath their own basket. 22, Simonson passing it in. Number 10, McKinney shoots a 3, and it rolls in and out. Centralia with the rebound. Karina G pushes it up. Nice pass to number 4, Lauren Fisher leads her for the lay, and up and in. Scores now 21-15. Centralia with the lead with 11 minutes left to go here in the first half. McKinney with the basketball for Pierce. She passes it into the high post. High post dribbles it, puts it up, and no good. And so loose ball, and it goes out of bounds. Possession will stay with Pierce.
21-15 right now. Fisher listed at 5'8", but she seems like she's a lot taller, doesn't she? Just when you see her on the court, her presence.
Yeah, she might be a legitimate 5'8".
Yeah.
Because usually in basketball they give them a
couple inches.
Yeah, so she might just be that legitimate 5'8". Leah Davis with the dribble, and she passes it to McIntyre. McIntyre to Fisher, but the ball is stolen by a Pierce defender. McKinney with the shot, but she doesn't want to take it. If coach is upset, you can hear it from here. And good ball movement by Pierce. This time McKinney does not pass up the shot, and it's no good. Rebound Centralia. Poor pass by Centralia, but they're lucky there to save possession of the ball. Now Lauren Fisher, nobody on her, travels. She might have just been surprised that the defense ran away from her and left her wide open with the ball. Even though she made the shot, she traveled before it, so shot's no good. With 10 minutes and 11 seconds left to go here in the first half, a little bit of half-court pressure here by Centralia. They might double, and smart ball movement by Pierce as they find the high post and right high-low action and bounce pass inside on the right block.
Nice little bounce pass in between two Centralia players. Press giving Centralia some trouble.
Looked like late call there by the ref, and
call blocking.
Foul's going to go against Pierce. Centralia will be shooting, I believe, their first free throws of the ball game. It's Julia Myers out of Enumclaw, 5'7" freshman. Number 23 will be checking in Megan Finger out of Elma. She's 6 foot forward. So Julia Finger just checking in the game. Or Megan Finger, excuse me. No, Pierce with the basketball, but it's quickly stolen by Leah Davis, and she pushes it up to Karina G. Karina G looks for the pass inside, but doesn't like it, and pulls up for the shot at the short corner there, up and in. And
Pierce is going to lose the ball on turnover.
Turnover here.
An errant pass there. So, really, there's only one starter back from last year. That's Leah Davis. Although Karina G got a lot of playing time last year. So really starting with almost a whole new lineup for Centralia. Now, if it's the first time you've tuned in this year, you can tell the court is a little different. It's more of a blonde color on the three-point line out there.
Inbound by Centralia. Leah Davis up top, being guarded by McKinney. She passes it to number 23. And 23 gets the ball stolen from her by Pierce. Pierce quickly up the court, looks inside, doesn't like what she sees, passes it to the high post. Back out to number 22, Simonson. Simonson swishes the three. So scores now 24-20 with a little under 9 minutes left to go here in the game. Leah Davis in trouble, finds her teammate Myers. Myers back to Davis. Davis dribbles inside, kicks it outside to Finger. Finger shoots a three, and it's up and in.
Nice.
So scores 27-20 now. Trailblazers lead with 8:30 left to go here in the first half. Simonson with the ball, guarded by Myers, kicks it to number 20, Hutchinson. Hutchinson back to Simonson. Simonson swings it over to McKinney in the corner. Swing pass back over to Simonson. Simonson airballs the three, and rebound by Leah Davis. Leah Davis seems to be the opportunist here early with the rebounds in the right position. And there she is with the assist to 22, Julia Myers, for another three-pointer, pushing the lead to a 10-point lead for the Lady Trailblazers with 8 minutes left to go.
Yeah, every time Pierce tries to make a move, it seems like Centralia's answering that call.
Good shot there by number 21, Haley Harn from the free throw line. 8-point game now, Centralia with the lead. Leah Davis up top, passes it to Finger for the three-pointer in the same position. This time it's no good. Two Centralia players fight for the rebound. Finger goes to the floor, but Centralia maintains the basketball. Another open shot by number 4 this time, Lauren Fisher. So Centralia pouring in the threes here in the first half. Scores 33-22 with 7 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the first half. Pierce with the basketball now. McKinney swings it to the corner. She dribbles it with Fisher on her. Nice crossover move, but is unable to capitalize on the move as Centralia comes up with the rebound off the missed shot.
It was Meyer with the rebound.
So Finger now with the basketball, swings it over to Julia Myers. Julia Myers with the shot, and it's up and in. So back-to-back threes for Julia Myers. And I'd say 3 threes in a row for Centralia. So on a roll here for Centralia early. Pierce with the shot, and it's tipped, but she gets her own rebound and puts it up and in. Karina G, good job to get the tip, but they kind of gave up on the play afterwards.
Yeah, there was nobody there to prevent her from going right to the basket. Just needed a body there quickly.
So Centralia not really running a point guard, just running a good press break here with good ball movement, barely any passes, and easily scoring. As the score is now 38-24. Centralia with a 14-point lead. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the first half.
It looks like there'll be a number of substitutions coming in as soon as we get back to play here. So 38-24, as you mentioned. And Shane Schutz has to be really pleased with how his ball club is playing. I think, you go through those non-league games and you're trying to gel the teams. That's what's good about those because they don't count toward the playoffs.
Yeah.
And, here it's tonight's the first league game, and you got to be ready for that game. It looks like Schutz really has his team ready to go.
Yeah, Centralia with the 5-6 record, but they did lose to Northern Idaho, who actually did wind up winning the tournament that they were playing in, and they lost to Blue Mountain, who I believe took second place in the tournament. So they lost to 2 really tough teams, or they lost to Blue Mountain twice. So 3 of those losses, 2 tough teams. So just prepping them for this perfect preparation for this league play. Now after the timeout, McKinney with the early turnover, and number 5 Pruinger comes up with the basketball. Keupu now in the basketball game for the Lady Trailblazers. Centralia just with the good ball movement, quick passes, and Julia Myers puts up the high arcing shot, and it's up and in. So 8 quick points there by Julia Myers, and scores now 40-24 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. Pierce really struggling with trying to stop Centralia's offense right now. Number 11, Keller with the basketball, swings it over to McKinney. McKinney puts up the 3-point shot, and it's no good, too strong. Keupu tries tipping the basketball to her teammate, but it goes to a Pierce player. Pierce player mishandles it, and Centralia winds up with it. So Centralia pushing it down at the other end. Keupu at the top of the key looks inside at her right post and back out to Keupu. Keupu swings it over to number 21, McDonald. McDonald to Myers. Myers with the bad pass there as Pierce is able to steal it. McKinney with the steal, pushes it and passes it to number 11, Keller with the 3. So good assist there by McKinney. Good sequence as McKinney with the steal and comes down and gets the assist for 3. Scores now 40-26 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. Julia Myers kicks it out to Keupu. Keupu tries to look for the bounce pass, but there's just a defender there. Ball stolen. Pierce with the transition, and hard foul there by number 21, Miranda McDonald.
Out of Yelma, or where is that? Out of Elma. Well, she really laid a hit on her too.
Yeah, 5'8" forward out of Elma, Miranda McDonald. One of the new players to check in. So now 24 at the free throw line for Pierce. Hatchett. Hatchett's first free throw is good. We have new players checking in, number 10 and number 42. Number 10, Alicia Sorensen, and number 42, Crystal Norolowski. And the second shot's no good, so Pierce player splits the pair. Centralia with the basketball. Keupu, number 33, with it up top. Passes it to Pruinger. Pruinger dribbles it on number 10, McKinney. Step through move is no good. And she tries to get the jump ball, but they're going to call a foul on Pruinger. Maybe just a frustration foul there, as Pruinger had a bad shot and a little bit frustrated there and picks up the foul.
Yeah, earlier there was another little scuffle with the ball, and both players had it for a couple seconds. They didn't call anything. It was kind of interesting that they would just call that quick.
So number 24 back at the free throw line. Nikisha Hatchett out of Vancouver, Washington, 5'10" power forward. And her first free throw is good, so she'll be shooting the second free throw. 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. Second free throw is good. Scores 11-point game as the score is now 40-29. 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. Now really full court pressure here by Pierce as they're putting pressure on the inbound or something new. And Leah Davis, the point guard, having a hard time getting the ball up the court as she's guarded tightly by McKinney, and McKinney's going to pick up the foul.
Luckily, they have Davis in the backcourt, too. She's a veteran. She could handle that a little bit better, I think, than a freshman this year. So.
Yeah, she's well composed out there. Leah Davis, or actually number 10, Swanson in the corner, and she's on the line unaware of it as she caught the ball on the inbound, and it's going to be Pierce basketball.
So 3:51 left in this first half. Don't forget, after this game, we do have the men's game coming up too.
So 25 for Pierce, passes it to number 20, back out to number 22. And she kicks it to Rowan Keller. Keller passes it back to 25 in the corner, and then back to 22 up at the top of the key, and shot's no good. And Pierce tries to save it, but the ball is going to be called out of bounds. Possession goes to Centralia. Full court pressure again here for Pierce. We're likely to see it throughout the rest of the half, if not the rest of the ball game. And again, forced another turnover as the player is standing outside of the court. She inbounds it.
I think she was on the line when she caught that pass there. So G will be coming in, another veteran player.
Pierce with the basketball. Pierce, player number 11, Keller, kicks it over to the corner, and dribble handoff back to Keller. Another dribble handoff for number 25, Hera. Good ball movement here by Pierce, but doesn't pay off as Centralia comes up with the rebound. 3 minutes left to go here in the first half, and Centralia still with an 11-point lead, 40-29. Good
pass inside, yeah.
Inside pass there.
We know what you're trying to say there.
Yeah. So now tight D here by Davis. And number 20 for Pierce gets fouled by two players, and looks like it's going to go on number 33. Kapua. Or Keupu.
Keupu. Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Keupu. Okay, we'll get that down.
Keupu. I'm not sure though. And there's going to be free throws here for Pierce. 1-1 is going to be Haley Hutchinson out of Twin Falls, Idaho. First shot's good.
18 foul on Centralia there.
First shot's good, so it brings it to a 12-point game. Second free throw is up and off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to number 42, Crystal Norowski, and passes it quickly up the court to number 10, Swanson, and she lays it up on the right-hand side and scores now 44-30 with 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Good inside pass there by Pierce, and Hutchinson gets the easy 2 points. Scores now 44-22. Leah Davis with the basketball, feeling the pressure from number 22, Alicia Simonson. Simonson really riding it all the way up the court. And quick inside pass there to Norowski again. Lob pass over the defender, and she gets the easy 2 points from the right block.
And they'll keep doing that as long as it's open for them.
Yeah. what Pierce needs to do if they're going to try and front that is they need to have backside help there for sure.
Yeah.
And that's probably what they're going to be talking about at halftime, as Pierce is going to have to try and make a comeback here the second half.
A lot of adjustments during halftime. I think Coach Schutz is pretty happy with what they've been doing, as we mentioned earlier.
Number 31, Mackenzie DeVore checking in at her first action of the ball game. DeVore out of Yelm. She's also a freshman. So her first action that we've seen with her. And the first free throw for Pierce is good. Second free throw is no good. Scores now 46-33. Centralia with the fast break. Good outlet pass to number 14, Leah Davis, where she just was fed perfectly for the easy 2 points. Scores now 48-33. Centralia leads by 15. Another rebound by Leah Davis. She looks for Karina G. Karina G helps her out there and brings it up the court for Centralia. G back to Davis. Davis looks for G. So, a little two-man game here by the two sophomores, Karina G and Davis. Keupu over to G. G behind the back and gets nowhere with it, but nice cut by number 31.
Right at the shot clock, too.
Yeah. So, great job there by Centralia to put them up by 17 points here with 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Scores 50-33. Loose ball. Players are all scrambling on the floor for it. Pierce comes up with it, and they pull up a three-point shot, and it's no good. But Pierce comes up with the rebound, and number 20, Haley Hutchinson from the short corner on the left-hand side puts it up and in. 15-point ball game. 10 seconds left to go here on the game clock. And Keupu looks up and she notices that, makes her move to score, passes it out to G for the last second shot. G puts it up and it's no good. So that'll end the first half here as Centralia starts out their home league play pretty good here with the 15-point lead. Scores 50-35.
Yeah, I think you'd have to be pretty pleased with what Centralia has done so far. They played really good defense, got the ball moving around, and I think, they're starting to really gel as a team, as you can probably see. So we'll be getting some stats here in a few minutes. We can kind of talk about those three-point shots and just how Centralia did. When you look at the height differential there, it's pretty close. Centralia has a couple 6-foot. We have a 6'3" player, a 6-foot. Couple 6-foot players and 5'10". Over on the Pierce side, they have a couple 5'10".
Davis with the basketball now. She's guarded tightly by number 32 out of Pierce. Passes it to Keupu. Keupu passes it over to Karina G out the left wing. G back over to Keupu in the corner. Keupu passes it inside to her post. Narwowski. So after trading buckets back and forth, still a 15-point lead by Centralia as they lead 52-37 with 19 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the second half.
Just had the first couple possessions, Pierce is driving through the basket a lot quicker.
Keupu inbound to her point guard, Kendra Pruinger. Pruinger taking the duties of the point guard now. We've seen in the first half, Leah Davis was point, but Pruinger passes it up to Davis at the top of the key. Davis shot is no good and out of bounds. Possession's going to go to Pierce. Corner pass over to the number 24 out of Pierce, Hatchett. Now Cami Hansen with the basketball. Guarded tightly by Kendra Pruinger. Pierce now in the left corner here as Karina G plays tight defense and drive and kick. And number 24 for Pierce, Hatchett with the basket, scores now 52-39. Pruinger passes it to Keupu at the top of the key.
Pierce not doing that full court press as they were at the beginning of the first half at least.
Norowski looks for the inside pass to Keupu. It's stolen away by the Pierce defenders. Ball's quickly being pushed down the other end by Pierce, and foul's called now on one of the Lady Trailblazers. 42, Norowski going to be called for the foul, her second of the ball game. And so now there's a little under 18 minutes left to go in the ball game, and Pierce with the basketball. 32 with the shot. G left her wide open, and she just capitalizes right away. Number 32, Lancaster, out of Graham, puts it up and in. Now we got a 11-point ball game. As Centralia is still holding on to this lead, but they're seeing it slowly slip away early in the second half.
Shoots having a conversation with one of his players, asking why she wasn't at the basket, I guess. So early in the season, you gotta get on your players to make sure that they're in the position they're supposed to be.
So 30-second timeout for Coach Shane Schutz as he wants to talk it over here with his Trailblazers.
Yeah, I want to remind you that we do have the men's game coming up after this, and men's team has a pretty big turnover too. They lost 3 of their best players, the Wagoneers and Van Lockett. Yeah, so they got to replace them. So it'll be one of those, seasons where you're rebuilding, getting people comfortable with each other. Hopefully they did that during the preseason. Pierce is always a tough men's team.
Centralia, after the timeout, will inbound it underneath their own basket. Pruinger taking it out for the Lady Trailblazers. Pruinger can't find anybody, and another timeout's going to be called as just to avoid the 5-second call. Shane Schutz quickly calls timeout.
Yeah, they did apply that full court press, and they're going to keep doing that as long as Centralia. I'm sure that that Centralia has worked on this in practice over and over, the full court press, and so just going back to some basics and knowing where you're supposed to be when that full court press happens. So sometimes you don't expect it too, and you're running down court and the other players are back there putting that full court when you need help. So sometimes you hear the players yelling for help, and sometimes you hear the coach having to call timeout like that.
So there's a full minute timeout, and Schutz only had to talk for a couple seconds to let his players know, and they still have full 30 seconds left to go on the timeout.
So a nice little crowd out tonight too for the first league game. Not too bad.
Always see lots of support from the softball team and the baseball team.
Mm-hmm. A lot of parents out here too, and probably some brothers and sisters that have come out to watch. See a lot of alumni here too. So college presidents here, the vice president of instruction, vice president of business services is here too. So
Blazers inbound it to Keupu. Keupu dribble handoff to her point guard, Kendra Pruinger. Pruinger out of Union High School. Dribbles with the left hand over to Julia Myers. Julia Myers dribble handoff back to Keupu. Keupu to Pruinger in the left-hand corner, and it's up and in. Good three-point shot there by Pruinger, putting her team up by 14 points. Scores now 55-41 with a little over 17 minutes left to go in the ball game. Quick turnover by Pierce here at the other end, and Keupu with the steal just rips it out of the Pierce player's hands, and Centralia with the basketball. Pruinger passes it to Keupu. Keupu with the open three-point shot. It's no good off the front of the rim. Leah Davis is there in perfect position for the rebound and puts it up, and no good, but Davis with the quick hustle play and tips it out of number 32's hand. Coming from behind. Sneaky Leah Davis there.
The last series, you could tell Keupu was actually a very good ball handler. Did you notice that?
Yeah. And she makes strong passes too. So Pierce with the basketball. McKinney kicks it over to the corner three, which is no good, and it's going to be a loose ball foul called on one of the Pierce players. It's going to be called on Haley Harn, I believe.
It's her third here.
Now, Pruinger with the behind-the-back dribble to shed the defender and passes it to Julia Myers. Julia Myers isn't able to handle it and tips it to herself and gets backcourt violation. And a little bit upset with the call, but you're going to have to play on and not get too frustrated over that.
Yeah, just watch that ball handling there.
Leah Davis picking her player right up at half court. And McKinney passes it into high post. High post looks and turns and looks, kicks it back out to the corner or to the wing. Back up top. Player from Pierce drives, gets double teamed. Good ball movement here by Pierce for the open three-point shot, and it's no good. Well, it was open at first, but Julie Myers recovered quickly there on the defense, and Centralia quickly coming down on the other end. Julie Myers with the shot, and it's no good. Crystal Narowski fights for the ball down low. Big 6-footer out of White River. And picks up her third foul of the ball game. Kind of early to pick up the third foul in the second half. So
you don't like to see that if you're the coach, definitely.
Yeah, so it looks like a sub will be coming in for her soon. Yasmin McKinney, point guard for Pierce, brings up the ball for the Raiders. And number 24 puts up a shot, and no good. Gets her on board, puts it up, no good. But McKinney's there to pick up the rebound and put it up and in. So 12-point ball game here. Pierce still has a shot at this with 15 minutes left to go. Basketball's game of runs, and Pierce can definitely make it happen. Centralia with the basketball now here on the other end. Pruinger looks inside, can't see anything, so she's trapped. Kaupu comes to relieve her and passes it to Leah Davis. Leah Davis with the shot from the right wing, no good. Pierce with the rebound, quick outlet pass to the corner. Pass it back to the left wing, and then Pierce decides to set it back up at the top of the key. McKinney with the three-point shot, and it's no good off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Leah Davis, and she'll bring it up for her team. Timeout by Shane Schutz. It'll be his third timeout of the half with 14 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the ball game.
55-43, Centralia in the way. You know, one of the adjustments I think Pierce made over from the first half is they're passing the ball a lot more. The ball movement's going a lot better. They're getting better open shots. You notice that too? Yeah,
definitely. It's just what Pierce is going to have to do to try and pull this one out, because the pressure out of Schutz's defense, or the defense that he teaches, is pretty hard to play against.
Yeah, it really is. And but yeah, I've noticed that ball movement a little bit more. I think that's probably what the coach stressed at halftime. And Pierce seems to be pulling that off pretty good. And on the other hand, Centralia just seems like they're missing some shots here and there. It doesn't seem like they've scored as much in the second half. But I'm sure they'll get that together too. So what do you think the adjustments that Coach Schutz wanted to make during the halftime were?
I guess just everything was working pretty good for him besides some of the early pressure. So I guess just take care of the ball down when you're trying to inbound it and then go from there. And that's probably what he was trying to express to his players, is how to get the ball inbounded and then work from there.
And you can just tell with Centralia, they have open season on the shots as long as they're open. Coach Schutz isn't upset. A lot of three-point shots. Yeah, as long as they're open, he's not getting upset about that.
Yeah, I think it's still about getting a feel for the game, getting a feel for the rims, the court. So now we see McIntyre checking in. She'll be playing the post for the Lady Trailblazers. Davis kicks it to McIntyre. McIntyre back to Pruinger in the corner. Pruinger, nice ball fake, and puts up a floater, no good off the front of the rim. And Pierce quickly down at the other end puts up a layup. Number 12 for Pierce Raiders, Cammie Hansen with a nice layup on the right-hand side. Now Pruinger brings up the ball for Centralia, passes it to Davis. Good ball movement by Centralia, and as it's back over to Pruinger, but Pruinger with the air there. She passes it with the turnover by Pruinger, but good recovery by the Lady Trailblazers down at the other
Looks
end.
like Davis fouled her on the way up there. So she'll go to the line for that. It was good recovery and could have almost been traveling on her.
So now number 10, Alicia Sorensen checking in for Pruinger. First free throw is good by Pierce. Second free throw is up and good. So 12-point ball game now with 13 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. And Coach Schutz shouts out the play call that he once ran. And Leah Davis dribbles inside to the short corner, finds Julia Myers. Julia Myers dribbles with the left hand, puts it up and in, and it's no good. Loose ball foul is going to be called on Centralia as number 12, McIntyre, knocked one of the players to the floor.
Yeah, they've whittled that 12-point lead down to what is it, 8 points now? Yeah, 8-point lead now.
Yeah.
So making their move right now. It's a run. Centralia's got to withstand this run by Pierce. They were able to do that really easily in the first half.
Number 12 drives it in, and it's no good. And rebound by Sorensen. She dribbles it up the court. Feeling full court pressure the whole way. Leah Davis now sets it up top for the Lady Trailblazers. Passes it over to Julie Myers in the left corner. Myers dribbles through the lane, puts it up and in, puts it up and rolls off the front of the rim. No good. Scores 55-47, and Centralia with the 8-point lead. And mishandle there by Pierce as number 12, Cammie Hansen, tries dribbling, and she just dribbles it, loses the handle and dribbles it out of bounds.
Couple substitutions there, it looks like, as Davis brings it up.
Leah Davis calls out the play for the Lady Trailblazers. Looks at Myers, passes it to Myers. Myers dribbles it with the left hand, passes it to Sorensen. Sorensen puts it up, and she's going to be called for the charge.
Yeah, not only did she miss that, but she gets called for the charge. You see the displeasure on her face on that call.
Yeah, Schutz is definitely upset, and he sends somebody in right away for her.
Pierce will be calling a timeout here.
Yeah, full timeout.
So 55-47 with change the shot clock to the timeout clock. So we hope you'll say it, but we know we have quite a bit of time left actually in the second half.
A little bit over, probably half to half. And they've only scored 5 points because remember they had 50 points at the half, and now they only have 5 points. So it's been a 12-5 run by Pierce.
So Pierce doing a good job, made a lot of good adjustments during the half. You know, in the first half they were doing the inside pass. Pierce, or rather Centralia was doing a good job getting inside passes and those easy buckets. And I'm sure Pierce made the adjustments so they can't do those. We haven't seen them. We've seen a couple attempts, but they haven't made the baskets off of those. It seemed like maybe in the first half they were passing the ball a little bit better too, as far as Centralia goes.
Yeah, maybe they're going to just have to look to go inside out this time and look to go into their post, and when their players collapse on their post and she kicks it out to the open player, if that's going to be the case. But we'll see how Centralia will execute their offense after this here, as Pierce with the possession of the basketball. With 12 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the ball game, McKinney brings it up for the Pierce Raiders. Pierce player guarded tightly by Julia Myers. And shots up, and it's no good as Kepu fights for the rebound, passes it to Karina G. Karina G pushes it up, passes it to McIntyre, running the floor. McIntyre puts it up, and it's no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, and again no good. Rebound by Haley Hutchinson for Pierce. Possession goes to the Raiders. So quickly Pierce down at the other end, and number 32 gets it, ball fake, sheds her defender, kicks it out to McKinney. McKinney at the top of the key now sets up the offense for the Pierce Raiders.
Yeah, really, Centralia offense has gone cold.
Now Pierce puts it up and it's no good. Rebound by McKinney. And Karina G holds it up, brings up the ball and holds it for a play call. Julia Myers along the right side passes it to Karina G. G back over to McKinney. Good screens by Centralia, setting up for the open shot for Julia Myers. This one rolls in and out, and shot. Keupu gets the rebound on the left-hand side, puts it up, and she's fouled. Almost the end one there.
Yeah.
But she'll be shooting 2 free throws. Centralia still trying to hold on to this 8-point lead here as they lead 55-47 with a little under 11 minutes left to go here in the second half.
So Centralia's got a little bit cold, I mentioned offensively, but luckily in the last couple minutes, so is Pierce.
It's just solid defense by both squads here. Second free throw is no good, so Keupu splits the pair, and rebound goes to Pierce. Pierce quickly throws it away, and transition pass to Keupu. Keupu decides to slow down and set it up. Davis with the running the point, passes it to Keupu at the high post to the left wing, and it's up and good by McKinney. Good assist there by Keupu. Molly McKinney out of Freeman. Nice 3-point shot by her, putting her team up by 12.
Oh boy, that was not a very good defensive play by
Shot by
Centralia there.
Haley Hutchinson, bringing the game within 12. So Julia Myers now with the basketball. Passes it over to McIntyre. McIntyre dribbles it back into Myers. Myers with the open 3-point shot. This one's no good. Hits the backboard, and possession's going to go to Pierce. Lauren Fisher checking in now for Keupu. Pierce going to inbound it after the out of bounds there by Centralia. McKinney bringing the ball up for Pierce. 10-point ball game here with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Number 32 for Pierce with a 3-point shot, and it's up and in. Mackenzie Lancaster brings the game, pulls the game a little bit closer now as it's 59-52, 7-point ball game, 9 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Karina G with the basketball looks inside and Lauren Fisher, and she puts it up and in. So great lob pass there by Karina G, setting her player up for the easy 2 points. 9-point ball game here as the Lady Trailblazers lead 61-52 with 9 minutes left to go. Leah Davis with the rebound. Leah Davis being double teamed, but doesn't seem to phase her as she slowly brings the ball up and she sets it up for her team. Leah Davis brings it all the way down the lane, puts it up, and it's no good as it rolls out the front of the rim. Great looks by Davis, but they're just not falling for her. And another 3-pointer put up by Lancaster. This one's no good, though. Score still at 61-52 with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Leah Davis with the basketball. Feeds her high post. Lauren Fisher then cuts out for the 3-point shot. Looks at her cutter going in, Karina G. Karina G decides to set it up again with 10 minutes left on the shot clock here. They have to look to score quickly. And Myers looks into Fisher. Fisher puts it up and in, so great basket there as the shot clock's winding down. And scores now 63-52.
Yeah, no panic on Fisher's part there.
Lauren Fisher having a real solid basketball game. Great for her home opening for league debut. Karina G, Centralia with the basketball now after the Pierce basket, which brought it to a 9-point game, 63-54, 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Centralia having a tough time here, and its shot clock's going back down. It's at 5 seconds, and Leah Davis has to throw one up. Finger roll, this one's no good as it rolls off the rim. So 2 straight tough possessions for Centralia. And they're going to call jump ball, quick whistle there as the ref Those two players are fighting for possession of the basketball, and it's going to go to Centralia.
Centralia, yeah. So game's still reachable for Pierce at this point. We thought Centralia might be able to pull away for that first half performance, but Pierce doing a great job of making the adjustments.
So 9-point ball game with 7 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Looks like Leah Davis is a little bit shaken up. New player checking in for her, Alicia Swarnson. And good fake by Fisher as she sheds the defender and brings it in, draws the foul. Really, the Pierce player was at Lauren Fisher's mercy there because under the basket, Lauren Fisher coming at her, had nothing else to do but foul her and let her go.
Yeah.
First shot's no good by Fisher. So really getting loud now here in the gym as it's coming to a crucial time. 7 minutes left to go, and the 2 missed free throws there by Lauren Fisher. McKinney with the basketball at the top of the key for Pierce, passes it to Lancaster. Lancaster dribbles it down the left side of the lane and puts it up and in off the backboard. Great move by Lancaster there to put it over a couple defenders. Scores now 63-56. Centralia has a 7-point lead. Great lob pass there by McKinney McIntyre into Lauren Fisher. Lauren Fisher having a great game here.
Yeah. We mentioned they might try to go back to that inside game there.
Three-point shot there by one of the Pierce players, and it's no good. She follows her own shot, gets the rebound, and just great hustle there by the Pierce players. Just wanted it more there as she followed her own shot and puts it up and draws the foul.
First on Fisher, they say. 16 fouls for Centralia this half.
So 6 minutes and 22 seconds left to go here in the ball game. And McIntyre is going to check out as Keupu checks in the ball game. Number 12, Cami Hansen's free throws are good. As the score's 65 to 58. Lady Trailblazers with the lead. Karina G with the ball now, dribbles it through the right, or with the right hand lane, puts it up and in. And just nothing but net. Nice floater there by G.
I'd like to see G do that a little bit more often.
Scores 67-58. Centralia with a 9-point lead. But they give up another open shot to number 24, Hatchet. Hatchet out of Vancouver, Washington. Playing for the Pierce Raiders. Brings her team a little bit closer. Scores now 67-60. Karina G with the pass to Keupu. Keupu passes it to back to G. G over to Fisher, and they're going to call a foul on the floor, I believe, on Pierce.
5:31 left. We're getting down to that 5-minute mark, and you can tell some of the players are getting a little winded out here. It's really that time of the game where you really just got to suck it up and play. So full timeout by Pierce, 67-60 as you mentioned, 5:31. And this is when you're striking down 5 minutes, you start thinking about possessions. If you're a coach here, and how many possessions you're going to have, and what you should be doing there. But you can see some of the players are a little bit winded out there too, and this really shows the strength of your team, the teams that are well conditioned at this point.
Yeah, and definitely when some of the players start showing some fatigue, it leaves room for mistakes.
Right.
And then mistakes, and then they leads to
a lot
bad
of
errors.
shots too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we can see them sucking for air out there. A lot of the players. So, but it's still early in the season. You think that a month from now, all those players will be in really good shape. I know that Coach Schutz makes his team run a lot. I mean, last year, some players saying, "Oh yeah, we got to run a couple miles today in practice," and so really conscious about getting them into shape for the long haul.
Yeah. So Centralia with the lead, it's 67-60.
Kind of interesting, out on the floor, the only returning player is Carrie G, and the rest of them are all new players to the Centralia team.
We've seen some strong play, though, from Keupu and Lauren Fisher.
Yeah.
So it looks like they'll be able to step up and fill those roles.
Yeah, mixing them in with the 2 veterans they have, it seems to be a pretty good competition.
Good inbound play there called by Schutz as Keupu gets the wide open shot, puts it up and in, and scores now 69-60. Centralia Lady Trailblazers lead the Raiders of Pierce. So Pierce now with the basketball and turns it over as number 24 was not expecting the pass. 5 minutes and 4 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Not a time where you want to be making errors like that. And number 5, Pruinger, passes it. And just good ball movement here by Centralia. Pruinger winds up with the basketball and finds herself in a little bit of trouble. Passes it up to the top of the key for 3, and it's up and in. Shot by Alicia Swanson. It's a good assist there by Pruinger as she finds herself getting out of a little bit of trouble and with the 3-point shot. And Centralia is up 12. That scores 72-60. Pierce with the basketball. Number 12, Hansen, cuts and she puts it up and it's no good. Keupu with the board. Good board by Keupu there and good ball handling there as we see her go between her legs.
Yeah, very good ball handling.
Kendra Pruinger for Centralia, running the offense for the Lady Trailblazers here. Pruinger kicks it over to the corner. Corner pass into Keupu. Keupu looks for the cutter. Cutter is there, and she passes it to her Alicia Swanson. Good cut by Swanson as she draws the foul. With a little under 4 minutes left to go here, Centralia with the 12-point lead.
Able to work that back up to 12 points, so got to be feeling good about that.
Swanson first free throws up and good. Sub here for Lady Raiders as Haley Hutchinson checks in for Nikisha Hatchett. The second free throw is good. And now number 22, Julia Myers, will check in for Karina G. McKinney now with the basketball, brings it up for the Lady Raiders, scores 74-60 after the 2 made free throws for the by the Lady Trailblazers.
See a kick by a Centralia player.
Kick ball, so it's going to stay with Pierce. Pierce inbounds it over here by their own bench. Passes into Haley Hutchinson at the top of the key. Hutchinson over to Hansen. Hansen being guarded tightly by Myers. And just ball movement by Pierce as McKinney gets it at the top of the key. Shots up by number 32, and it's up and in. Made by Mackenzie Lancaster. 9-point ball game here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. We're getting to the point where every possession counts here for both teams. If you're Pierce, you want to get a stop. And they're going to call travel on number 10, or I guess it's going to be offensive foul on Lauren Fisher.
Interesting call there.
Yasmin McKinney passes it to Hansen. Hansen back to Hutchinson. Hutchinson puts up the air ball shot, and 2 players fight for the rebound. The Pierce player hits the floor, and possession will go with Centralia.
Refs actually doing a really good job of letting the players play tonight. You know, there's some games where we mention the refs a lot, but they've been doing a good job.
Full court pressure we're seeing here by Pierce, and it's just weird that they take it off, and then as they get closer into the game, but either way, Pierce is back in the full court pressure and shoots once a timeout. Oh, he called timeout, but they didn't hear him, and he called timeout, but he's still happy anyways because he retains the basketball.
By the way she dribbles, he almost palms that ball. You could almost call that. Oh, nice play.
Good inside feed there to number 42, Norlowski. And scores now 76-63 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here. Centralia is just, all they have to do here is just hold on, play tight D, get the rebounds, and wrap this game up. And there's a rebound there by Norowski. Outlet pass is stolen away there by Pierce as number 12, Cammie Hansen, brings it up. Hansen passes it to McKinney. McKinney dribbles it with the right hand, guarded by Pruinger, and the shot's no good. McKinney put up a shot there, three-point shot, which rolled off the rim. Centralia came up with the rebound, and now Pruinger sets up the offense for her team. Three-point shot there by Sorensen. It hits the front of the rim and rolls off, so it's no good, and there's going to be a whistle blown, foul call on Centralia here. It's going to be a 1-and-1 at the other end, I believe.
Yeah, 1:52 left in the game, so Centralia has a comfortable lead, but a couple three-point shots will make it pretty uncomfortable here, so they still have time to play. Can't relax yet.
1 minute and 52 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Centralia with a 13-point lead, cut down to 12 points as the first free throw is good by Mackenzie Lancaster, the sophomore out of Graham. 5'2" sophomore for the Lady Raiders. Both free throws are good for her and inches it a little bit closer as the score is now 76-65. Number 5, Kendra Pruinger, finds herself in the coffin corner over there in a little bit of trouble, and she has to throw it off her defender's leg just to save possession of the basketball. And now wide open court there for Sorensen. It's all she has to do is lay it up, and it's up and in. So it's 78-65, 13-point lead for Centralia. That might do it there as there's 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. Might be too much to overcome here if you're Pierce. Shots up there by Lancaster, and it's up and in, so 10-point ball game, 1 minute and 22 seconds left to go. Full court pressure here by Pierce, and Julia Myers gets the ball knocked out of her hand. Possession's going to stay with Centralia. 1 minute, 15 seconds left to go. Centralia leads 78-68, and Centralia inbounding it here. McIntyre passes it to Pruinger. Pruinger being guarded tightly by Lancaster. Lancaster definitely the taller one. Maybe they decided to put some size on her. But the inside pass has been working all day, and that's what they go to again as it's McKinney to Norowski, and it's up and in. 12-point lead now by the Centralia Trailblazers. Pierce down at the other end, puts up a shot from the top of the key. Three-point shot's no good.
Yeah, I think at the beginning of the second half, they were stopping that inside pass there, but I think Centralia is being a lot more patient with it.
Yeah, definitely working the ball around, waiting for it to be there.
Yeah.
Now 49 seconds left to go here. They should just really slow it up and dribble it out and just work the clock here as they have a 12-point lead. No need to rush the ball.
Yeah, just work the shot clock.
Sorensen puts up a shot and it's no good. Norowski puts up another shot, no good. Now only 30 seconds left to go. Pierce is going to be working quickly to get off a shot, and they do, and it's no good. Hutchinson tries to save the ball for the Raiders and unable to do it as possession will go to Centralia. 20 seconds left to go here. It looks like this will be the last possession of the ball game.
Yeah, no matter what they did on the preseason, they're 1-0 in conference play.
Yeah.
So I really like the mesh of the veterans with the new players this year that, in the first league game, they're doing a really good job.
Yeah, it turned out really nice for them as they have this lead here, 80-68 with 20 seconds left to go. All they have to do is just dribble the ball out and finish it out. And so it looks like number 22, Julia Myers, pass it to Pruinger. Pruinger will pass it to Myers, and they'll just pass it around until they'll run up the clock here, and that's the end of the ball game. Trailblazers win over the Lady Raiders of Pierce College. Final score 80-68. great job there by the Lady Trailblazers in their opening game here in league play.
Yeah, they'll be tested later in the season. I think some of the stronger teams this year will be Lower Columbia, and I think Highlands is supposed to be a pretty good team this year. Talking to some of the women players that I have in a couple of my classes, they said, yeah, they're going to be some pretty tough teams this year, as Lower Columbia usually is a pretty tough game for them. And over the last, 5-8 years, Highline's been a pretty good team too. So it was really good to watch the game tonight and see the veteran players. Only have a couple on the team, but doing a really good job integrating the newer players. And so they didn't rely just on those veteran players too. We saw some of the new players, like Fisher was one of them that was able to be pretty calm on some of those layups there that she did.
Yeah, it was great to see them mesh together, and the new players definitely stepped up and played their roles, filled it nicely.
So crowd still fairly well. We have about a 20-minute break, actually about a half an hour break before the men's game will come up. Still waiting for some stats there. And what we'll do is bring you a couple of those. So always